Alright, this is okay, I'm gonna create the time paradox, but this time I'm just gonna straight up kill him. See this? You see this arrow right here?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Boom, create a time paradox. Obviously, I already saved beforehand, so I can actually return to this world, this specific world. Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, hey. Look at that.
In here alone. I'm Al.
Came in
Well,
here to find you.
Here I am. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
I'm Yusa.
Funny you should ask. I was just reading an old tablet I found here.
Yeah, alright, I already
Described
know
an event
about
about
this.
2000 and murdered a local magistrate, breaking some kind of ancient law.
Yep, that's
Said
me.
that the voice of a furious god rang out, apparently as the citizens screamed. I didn't for one moment think it was, but
Yeah,
the way you say
let's
that
just
makes me wonder.
sweep it that
I mean,
under the
How many
rug.
people with that name could there be in this place? I don't understand. Let me see that.
Yep.
God, why does this writing?
Alright, yeah, this is like,
So you're saying, because
Are you getting it?
yes, to let me die all over again. I can't see how I could possibly. Seems like we're both gonna die here. A mistake? You murdered a man in cold blood.
Yes, I
Now
did.
there's a city full of dead people.
Mm-hmm.
It's only a matter of time before we join them. I guess all those old Latin inscriptions were right. Pro peccata unius, multis dolabunt.
Anyway.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oopsies. Oh, that's it. Yep, ending one. There we go. That's like the easiest one. Alright, now I'm gonna put the obelisks in the, I'm gonna put the tablets in the obelisk. There we go. Basically, there we go. Insert plaques. Boom, that's like the Greek one. Boom, that's like the Egyptian one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting there. Of course, we got the Mesopotamian one. Alright, alright. And then, of course, we got the a Roman one. A boom, bada bing, bada boom. That doesn't look good. Alright, first Pluto, and then Hades. And then, where is it? Osiris, there we go. Look at this. And then Nurgle. Nurgle. Ah, my eyes. Alright, let's go. Whoa. No fucking way, dude. Are you serious? Or is this like my civilization type of thing? Right, it does not look like it. Okay. Well, this is something. Well, I mean, I guess this was the logical conclusion. Okay.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce myself.
What's up?
As you have
Stranger?
already gathered, I've been known by many names. Nergal to the Sumerians, Osiris to the Egyptians, Hades to the Greeks, and Pluto to the Romans. But the one constant through it all has been my title, God of the Underworld. And I've been watching you with curiosity
Yeah.
ever since your arrival. You're unlike the others, aren't you? And what is more, you carry a weapon that was never intended for mortals to wield, and you do it so gracefully.
Oh, what can I say? It's
There
a
will
thing
be
I can
time
use,
for
I'll
your
use it.
reckoning later. First, as a reward for undoing the desecration of my obelisk, I will allow you to satisfy your
Oh
curiosity.
god, what's your story?
Ask what you will.
Oh my god, that's actually an option. Hey, God of the Underworld, what's your story?
My story is many thousands of years long. You will need to be more specific. What do you wish to know?
Oh God.
It is a matter of perspective. God is a label I was given by you mortals, not one I gave myself. Your ancestors revered me because to them, my knowledge and technology made me incomprehensibly powerful, just as you might seem so to an insect.
Cool.
But despite all that, there are rules even I must
Oh,
obey.
alright. Okay, interesting. Why do you look and sound like a man?
My kin and I all adopted this form long ago, so that we might better understand and communicate with your kind. In time, we grew fond of the sensory delights it affords: desire, joy, ecstasy, even rage and sorrow, while an acquired taste can be addictive.
Mm-hmm. What's the woman on your left?
This is my beloved. Like me, she has been known by many names.
Oh, she's just
Ereshkigal
frozen.
to the Sumerians, Isis to the Egyptians, Persephone to the Greeks, and Proserpina to the Romans. Or perhaps you might know her as the goddess of springtime, the cycle of life and renewal. Your gaze lingers too long.
Oh shit, sorry, bruh. Sorry. Who's down on your right?
That is my servant. You would have met by the river, though she wears many faces and goes by many names.
Oh, hey, Karen.
Kumutabal to the Sumerians, Kirti to the Egyptians, Charon to the Greeks, and Charon to the Romans. Her role is to ferry souls between the mortal world and this one, and to make their transition as seamless as possible.
Cool. Yeah,
For
I already.
that,
I
she
know that.
earned
Yeah.
herself the infamous, if erroneous, moniker, the Ferryman.
It's more
We will
erroneous
talk
than
more later.
infamous.
For now, ask your questions.
May I see your true form?
No. Long ago, I swore to Proserpina that I would remain in this form for as long as we remain
that's kinda
among
shit.
your kind. I must honor that.
I stuck by
As you
something else.
wish.
What's your favorite food? Okay, what's this
It
for?
has come to be known simply as the Underworld, and it exists because of a wager I made long ago.
What's the major?
That is a
I mean
long
wager.
story, one that began over 3,000 years ago and continues to this day.
Cool.
You see, long ago, my kin and I set out from our home on Elysium
All
to
right.
search for other forms of life among the stars. We discovered your planet and witnessed your kind evolving from primates into something lawless and
So what?
barbaric.
Fuck you. It's
You
our
all but
land.
destroyed yourselves, your 2 short lives being extinguished by violence and ignorance and disease. Yet Proserpina saw raw potential in you.
Yeah.
Persuaded the
sure.
rest of us it
raw,
would be
yeah,
squandered
alright,
without
whatever.
our intervention and stewardship. So we revealed ourselves to your people in a place called Sumer.
Shit, I
We
gotta
offered
search that up.
guidance in agriculture, toolcraft, and law, and you called
Law.
us gods. For a time, you flourished, but soon you were too many for us to oversee. And as you spread from that cradle of civilization, I saw something disturbing. We had sown the seeds of dependency and confusion, and soon you returned to your old ways
southern
of
Iraq,
violence
okay.
and ignorance.
Oh, sorry, what were you saying?
This time in our name. My kin had seen enough and gave up on your kind, condemning you as barbaric and chaotic, scarcely more than animals.
Yeah,
We
why
began
not?
preparations to
sure,
return
who
to
cares?
Elysium, our home world, a utopia unspoilt by conflict
Sure.
and unimaginable in its beauty.
That's just
But
your
my
opinion, man.
Proserpina could not bear to abandon your kind without guidance, and knowing it would force the rest of us to leave her behind, she made an extraordinary sacrifice. She gave up her immortality to descend permanently to the ranks of humankind.
Epic.
And so she began her inescapable trajectory toward death.
Yeah, that's the logical
Horrified, I acted swiftly.
step.
I placed her in
You
suspended
become immortal.
animation in a deep frozen sleep
It's
to
kinda-
prevent
it's kinda cringe,
age
dude.
and sickness from claiming
Yeah.
her. And then I pleaded with Proserpina's father, who the Romans called Jupiter, to bring her with us to Elysium. It was and is my hope that once there, we might one day learn to undo what she has done to herself.
Was
But
her
he refused.
choice.
I did everything I could to persuade him, but he would not relent. he would rigidly uphold his final pronouncement. Humans were unworthy of ascension to Elysium, and no exceptions would be made. But seeing that I was aggrieved, he proposed a wager, the terms of which were as follows. If even one human city could prove itself capable of living without sin for a single year, then Proserpina and all of humanity would be permitted
Oh shit, that's
to join
kind
us
of...
in Elysium.
Oh, that's poggers,
My
dude.
part would be to remain
can't.
behind,
Trying to take this
the
seriously.
last of my kind, to watch over you without interfering, and to sit in silent judgment. And so my reward has been to languish here, enduring a 3,000-year winter, waiting for the day your kind proves itself worthy of her faith in you, so that I might take her with me to Elysium and unthaw my goddess of springtime.
Yeah, but, you know,
And here I
bring us
am,
too, right?
After all this time, still waiting.
Who are your kin?
There were also gods who, like me, have been known by many names. But perhaps you knew
Boom, boom. Why are the trumpets so fucking
our
loud?
leader Jupiter, as well as Neptune, Saturn, Juno, Minerva, Mars, Venus, Apollo, Diana, Vulcan, Vesta, Ceres, and of course, my beloved Proserpina.
Who built the
As
city,
the first
bro?
wave of your kind arrived from Sumer, I had them build a city in their own fashion, so that they might be comfortable and recreate their lives here. I had them build the entrance as a vertical shaft leading to baths, to cleanse them of the sins of their former lives,
cool.
and to prevent escape. I watched wave after wave of Sumerians arrive, and as their civilization declined over the centuries, they were replaced by Egyptians. Of course, believing themselves to be the superior civilization, the Egyptians
As it
promptly
goes.
built over what had been built before, and made all the same mistakes. After another
yeah.
1,000 years, the Greeks began to arrive, and then the Romans, and they all did the same thing. They built upon the underworlds of their predecessors, renamed their gods, and ensured their foundations were forgotten.
So, how did you decide who comes here, huh?
To ensure the wager was fair, it was important that my subjects were chosen at random. To this end, I had my servant distribute 1,000 tokens fashioned
Oh yeah, I
from
heard of this
silver,
before.
a rare element at the time, across all of Sumer. Whoever died while in possession of one of them would be located by my servant and ferried to this place, with no memory of how they arrived. As the tokens were discovered, they were traded, smelted, and fashioned into trinkets, and eventually coins, spreading to Egypt like seeds on the wind.
Oh shit!
Later, when they spread to Greece, they would come to be known as Charon's obol, or as coins for the ferryman. Some placed coins in the mouths of their dead, hoping they would awaken here, though they had no way of knowing which coins were fashioned from the original
Oh,
tokens.
just got lucky then, huh?
In fact, almost all of the tokens are accounted for. Only 2 remain. And so after this wave destroys itself, as it is destined to do, your kind will have squandered the last of its potential to ascend beyond this rock, and Proserpina's along with it.
Whatever. So how did the humans learn about the underworld then?
It is a regrettable story. One of the first men who came to this place was a king of Sumer, and a troublemaker. To be rid of him, I returned him to his people, on the condition that my servant erased his memories of this place.
Oh, that's
But the
kinda
erasure did not take completely,
lame.
and he told stories
Oh, cool.
of this place as if describing memories of a dream. His tales were committed to writing, which came to be known as the Epic of Gilgamesh.
Oh shit!
And his
Gilgamesh.
words were twisted and distorted
From the
over
Marvel
generations.
movie.
Later, the Egyptians would adapt Sumer's stories of the underworld, making them wildly intricate and labyrinthine. Their Book of the Dead and Book of Gates bore less
I really need to
and less
read
resemblance
all of
to
them.
this place.
One
Their
point, you know,
priests
along with,
pursuit of
you know,
profit.
the other classic, like
Then,
Karl
when the
Marx
Greeks
and
began to arrive,
Adolf
they
Hitler.
proved far more cunning. And in a series of incidents that will not be repeated, 5 of them escaped. A warrior named Heracles, 2 kings named Sisyphus and Theseus, a poet named Orpheus, and a Trojan named Aeneas.
Cool.
They each told embellished
This is very
tales
well
of this place,
detailed, like,
how to get
It's
here,
so well
and
done
to
how they
escape. And so from Sumer to Egypt,
involve
Greece
every
to Rome,
single fucking
your
tale
kind has always
into this
told
one
each other
singular
stories about this
explanation.
place, though each story contained only a seed of truth.
Yeah, I'm done. Let's talk
Of
about something
course.
else. Are you responsible for the
That is
golden
merely
rule?
the name your people have given to it, but
Yeah.
yes, it is my doing.
Yeah, that's what I asked. Why go?
That is a story dating back to the very first wave. After the Sumerians finished building their city, the self-declared ruler threw a banquet to celebrate. Now this man was unmarried, and many women were vying to become his wife, a prestigious position of power and influence in a new world. Of all the women, 2 were particularly ambitious. Both were
Particularly.
beautiful, and both arrived at the banquet wearing eye-catching dresses and painted faces,
Ooga booga.
their hair woven in elaborate fashion.
Awooga.
The first woman, recognizing that she would require an advantage to win the ruler's affection, draped herself in jewelry, ornate necklaces, bracelets, and rings fashioned from gold. Seeing this ostentatious display, the second woman grew envious, for she had no such jewelry at her disposal.
Interesting.
She prayed aloud to any gods that would listen to cover her in gold.
Lol.
And when her prayer went unanswered, she took matters into her own hands. While the others indulged at the banquet, the second woman summoned the first for a discussion in a quiet place. She checked that nobody was watching, and pushed her rival from the top of the ziggurat, where she broke her neck on the rocks below. But I was
Sucks
watching,
to be her.
and I decided to answer her prayer. I took the golden bow left behind by Diana, and I shot that woman in the heart, covering her from head to toe in a layer of molten gold. And I left her to stand there, that she might serve as a grim reminder of what befalls those who sin in my domain. But that was not enough, for the entire city was tainted by her sin, and the wager could no longer be won. So I had no choice but to wipe the slate clean. I gilded them all, to make way for a new wave, and began the wager again. And
Well,
to
it's kind
this
of,
day,
it kind of sounds like
each
you're a fuck up,
and
my
all
bud.
that came after line the halls of this city, inanimate but conscious, suspended in time with only their sight and hearing preserved, so they may bear witness to and lament the folly of your kind for eternity, as silent golden sentinels.
Yeah, I had to like. Yeah. So let's just go
I give
through all
your
these.
kind a second chance at life, as well as ample warning about my law. And when you disobey, and you
Well,
always
because we didn't know.
disobey,
We didn't know
you face my
it.
hand, bringing terrible suffering
You
upon
should like
yourself.
make yourself known. You
And
know
so
what I'm
you
saying?
ask if I am the one destroying your lives. And I say, no.
And I
You
say,
destroy
nah.
yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it.
Well, if we didn't have those means, we wouldn't have done it. Yeah, I'm just saying. Where did these golden bows come from?
When my kin departed, they left behind many relics which I inherited. A consolation prize of sorts. The golden bow originally belonged to one of my kin, who the Romans called Diana. As my collection of golden statues grew, I chose the most ferocious among them, and equipped them each with a duplicate of her bow, and tasked them with hunting down the Forsaken at my behest. They became known simply as
Furries. Ah, alright.
I've always considered that the cornerstone of morality is the ability to determine right from wrong on one's own. No attempt to lay out rules like your Code of Hammurabi or your 12
Don't
tables
say it's
of the
my
Roman
code.
Republic
I don't
can
even
never cover
fucking
all
remember them.
possible scenarios. This should come as no surprise to you, since the core principle has been expressed in many forms by many of your civilizations. The Egyptians made a rudimentary attempt with do to the doer to make him do. The Greeks refined it with avoid doing what you would blame others for doing. The Roman Stoics added, Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Even the so-called cultists hiding among you often say, do unto others as you would have them do unto
Among
you.
me?
It is the simplest of concepts.
Yep.
And each one of you is born with the
So like even the
faculties
fucking god of
required to
Underworld
apply it to any situation.
thinks Christianity
Yet none of
is
the
like fucking
peoples
cult
who
shit.
express this
Alright,
knew
interesting
what
take,
they
my
wanted
buddy.
to build it. Curious.
I mean, it does make sense in the context of the game. It doesn't seem like you've been upholding it either.
Enough. You
Oh,
clearly
fuck you!
know nothing.
Oh, you know when people sin.
I'm able to commune with all of the statues in the city. Their ears are my ears, and their eyes are my eyes.
Is that why they always look at me?
If she was still conscious, I suppose she could, but she's not. Why do you ask?
Why do I ask? Because it's like simply the only option that I could choose. No reason.
Then what an odd question.
Fuck you, I can ask whatever I want, right? It's my reward. I did some terrible things here that you didn't consider a sin. How could you let
Do you
them
plan
happen?
to speak in sweeping generalizations? Or are you going to give me
I'm
an example?
getting to that. Yeah, right, like... Debt
You
bondage.
speak of the moneylender. How is that in...
Yeah.
And you would never have signed a contract.
Like, slavery is unethical. It's legal in the intro.
Ignoring your irritating sense of moral superiority. This is interesting. I'm curious. How do people escape poverty?
Well, the next best thing is socialism, but we're kind of like, our advocates of socialism are rather, stupid. It's customary to take out a loan to buy a house, and in some places, to pay for an
I
education.
see. And how long might it take such a person to repay their debt?
Depends, typically decades, sometimes their
I
entire
fail to
lives.
see how your system of loans is significantly different to a debt bondsman signing over his labor for 30 years.
I know, right? It's kind of cringe. Fair enough.
Now tell me, what other sins do you believe I have overlooked?
Suicide.
I've seen no such thing, but in any case, taking one's own life is a self-directed act. It is not one that is done to others.
But
however
like,
they may be affected.
that's also not true.
Therefore, it cannot be said that one who commits suicide has done anything unto others.
I disagree with that.
Supposing you're right, then my law has been broken, and I should turn you all to gold immediately. Is that what you want?
Hey, like, no, well, I stopped the suicides happening in the Roman city, if that's any consolation. You know, I am right, you know
Then
it.
your desire to be right outweighs your desire to survive. You will make a fine statue.
Wait, really? Holy shit. Okay.
Do you really think you can wound me, a god, with that primitive...
I'm not gonna wound you, I'm gonna wound your, Persephone, you know, your wife.
How dare you threaten her? This ends now.
Woohoo!
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Take. What am I supposed to do now? Oh, shit. Show Pluto. Oh, right. Yeah, I know, time loop. Sorry, I got confused, because, like, you know, he was referred to God of the Underworld. Oh, shit! Let's go. Let's fucking go! Where's the... Oh, there it is. Oh boy. Can you please stop hitting me? I'm just... I was accused of a crime that I did not commit. Alright, let's go. Hold shift sprint. Wow, thank you. That's really helpful. I'm almost fucking dead.
Salve, friend.
Well, you get everyone except Sentius ready to run into the upper cistern when the ground starts to rumble.
What? That's a big ask. But something tells me you're not kidding. Alright, I'm gonna stick my neck out and believe you. But I doubt I'll be able to gather more than a handful of people.
Cool. So like I'm gonna get a different ending then, huh? I should go to this cistern.
Fortune smile on you, brother.
All weapons are to be tossed into the chasm. Magistrate's orders.
Yeah, I should probably go.
Hey,
Oh my
you're not
god.
thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Good. You be.
Woo. Well, that was faster than but that was the fastest one. Just say no, I won't do it. Alright. Oh, whoops. Oh.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Why do I really have to do this? Fuck. Alright.
You. Juno, you're here. How did you know? Wait, did you hear that? He's here. He must be coming in through the door behind me. You distract him. Stay right here and keep him talking while I look for something I can use.
What did you do with Scintilla? Where is she?
As if I tell you, Bojo.
So that is how it's going to be. Oh well, this doesn't change anything for me. So, you discovered my secret. So what? What are you
Hello.
going to do about it?
I know there was a way out. Yeah,
Do
whatever.
you really think you could take on a Decurion with that flimsy little bow?
I can aim for the head, you know.
Who? Scintilla? Where is she?
I'm right here, Father.
Oh, my back.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Come on, we have to go. The others should be right behind us. Hey, what's happening to you?
Oh,
That
Oh,
light,
I
it's
don't feel so good.
bright.
Hey, Al.
Hi there. Gave me a bit of a fright. Thought I was in here alone. I'm Al. Well, here I am.
Yeah, whatever.
Really? I was just described an event about 2000.
Yeah?
Freed an imprisoned woman named
Uh-huh.
Scintilla. It said the attack caused golden statues to. Apparently, Scintilla and a handful of other citizens managed to escape, while the stranger disappeared in a flash of light.
Cool. That was me.
What?
Yep, let's just go through all these.
God, what?
Mhm.
This. So you're saying? I guess you saved my life then, as well as helping a bunch of others to escape. That's a lot to take in.
Right, let's
Maybe
go.
we can escape through the same aqueduct Scintilla used.
Whee! All right, cool. And of course, he's just.
I'm gonna pause here for a moment. You go on ahead.
Thanks, Al. You're a good friend.
You're back. But you're alone. Does that mean you didn't find Al?
Oh no, I found him.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. I was beginning to think you'd both become trapped in there. Why don't you tell me what you discovered?
I remember meeting you 2,000 years ago.
Ah, I see. I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions.
Mm-hmm.
You can.
Yep, we already know this.
that
Is
you might-
yep, uh-huh. How did I die?
Most soul. Ask yourself.
Yeah, sure.
As you were falsely accused
Uh-huh.
on your. Unfortunately, your host. You both fought. There was nothing. He died. That man. You were each in possession of a secret. It means I am now bereft of
I like
purpose.
The fact
There
that
is
our
nobody
conversation
else to
with
ferry here.
Pluto slash Hades
Nobody to
slash
keep
whatever
you
the fuck
company.
comes into play
After
still.
5,000 years, the
Even if we
underworld
chose
has
the other
finally
ending.
run its course. Perhaps you have heard the tales of, well, a long time ago.
Yeah, uh-huh, alright. So,
It
yeah, that's
means
the last.
there.
Yeah, okay, alright.
I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you.
Kinda lost track of time in there. And there was a
Yep, uh-huh.
my new friend here. I know how.
Maybe not.
How could.
She left
Alright,
yeah.
let's see here. Let's see who fucking died.
I don't know what became of you, or if you'll ever read this, but Octavia, Lucretia, Horatius, Equitia, and I will never forget you.
Okay, so all the
or
others
what you
fucking
did
died.
for us. It pains us that so many of our dear friends were not so fortunate, including Ulpius and
Oh
Galerius,
no, not Galerius.
who heroically tried to rescue Dooley,
Fuck.
but never made it back. But there is no point dwelling on what might have been. All we can do is take this gift you've given us and try to show others the same compassion you showed us. We promise you that saving our lives
Hey,
was
Dragonfly.
not for nothing.
Boom!
Scintilla et al.
Fuck yeah, it's, I guess, the third ending.
Sounds like you meant a lot to her. I'd love to hear your story, but first, you two look exhausted. Why don't you hop in my boat and rest while I ferry you back to civilization?
Sounds good to me.
And you? Are you ready to go home?
Whoop, yep. The ones that got away. Wow, 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 wow. Yep, alright. It's time we confront the god of the underworld. Alright, bye. I'm gonna talk to, you know.
I thought I told you to get out of my...
Alright, right. This is like the timeline where I just pissed him off. Cause I was gonna fucking kill him. Oh, my bad. Oh god, I have to go through this bullshit. Lol.
And here you are. Allow me to introduce my... No, but the... And what the... First. I would recognize that anywhere. And yet my beloved still wears hers.
Took it from after I killed her. I could do this all day. And the golden rule, or I will.
You have put me in an impossible position.
Well, you did.
If I refuse,
alright.
you will murder her. And yet, if I agree, I will lose my wager and return to Elysium humiliated and alone.
True.
Perhaps you are cleverer than you appear, mortal. I do not see that I have a choice in this. Your treachery and savagery have opened my eyes like nothing I've witnessed in 3,000
You
years.
forced my hand,
Now
first of all.
show me your species' true colors. And I see that Persephone was a fool to have ever believed in you at all.
Well, she's the
This
one
has
that
gone
whispered.
Too long. It is time for me to let go of this form, of her, of all of you. But know this. If I abandon the wager and leave for Elysium, neither she nor your kind may ever...
Oh, so it's like heaven or some shit. We just want to return to the world.
Very well.
You know, it'll
I will
return
have
to
Karen
global
make
warming,
arrangements to
climate
find
change, and all that.
But as for you, be aware you will be separated from the rest.
Don't make me kill her again.
Enough, foul creature. This is not something I've decided. You see,
Oh.
once this exodus begins, the events that brought you to this moment will never have taken place, and you will have created a paradox. What
Well-
will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering in the natural flow of time. Now,
Sucks to be you.
are you ready?
Are you ready? I'm ready.
Best pray our paths never cross again, mortal.
Cool. What's up, El? Whoa.
Oh. Hi there. Well, know who... Oh, I'm
Yeah.
fairly certain, fortunately for us, apparently there was a community of... They believe that if even one then, one day, just as an oracle appeared and told him how to solve the ills of the city, like... and so on. Meanwhile, the oracle walked up to the temple of the mysterious god, this one right here, and demanded an audience. And the doors just opened up to him. Nobody knows what went on in there, but Galerius wrote the oracle must have been more persuasive than Odysseus.
Yep,
Because
that's
the next thing
me.
he knew, the ground shook, and the voice of that god rang out over the city. The many have suffered long enough. Unfortunately, Galerius' account just sort of stops after that, leaving a lot of questions unanswered. What became of him, and the other people who lived here? What happened to all the golden statues? And did this mysterious oracle single-handedly undo the curse that had terrorized people for hundreds of years?
These Romans cray cray.
What? Anyway,
Yeah, whatever. I'm right behind you. Oh. I just fucking dropped.
I'm gonna pause here.
All right.
You go-
Cool. Whoa. Whoa. Oh hey, Charon.
You're back. Oh, why don't...
Ah, I see.
Yep.
I thought you might. Well, now you know. I suppose you have questions. You can... I do... That you died of my...
Yeah, I suppose not.
There... I see no point in keeping you here. But I have to ask one thing. That you keep this to yourself.
Look! Here comes Al now. Al! It's so good to see you. You were gone so long I thought I'd never see you again.
Kinda lost track of time in there. You wouldn't believe what we found. The ruins of a long-forgotten city. And there was a tablet describing an oracle who confronted a god and undid an ancient curse.
Sounds like quite a story. And I look forward to hearing all about it. But... you two look exhausted. Why...
Sounds good.
And you?
All right. That's the ending. I guess. Oh shit! 1 year later. Okay. Let's see. Oh my god. This looks very similar to Scary.
Hey, you made it. It's great to see you again. I read about your trial in the news. Congratulations on your
Oh hell
acquittal.
yeah. Bazinga.
Still, I'm sorry you had to go through all that. Anyway, after everything you've been through, I thought you might appreciate some good news. So after we got back to the real world, I started doing some research into the people mentioned in Galerius's tablet, and I found something strange. I'm sorry I've been so cryptic. I've been dying to tell you, I just really wanted you to see this for yourself.
Yeah, sure.
Why don't you head
Let's
on
see.
down there? I'll catch up with you at the other
The
end.
hand motions don't stop. All right. Oh my god. Holy shit. This is insane. Hold on. Fuck this, dude. I'm just gonna go full epic settings on this. What the fuck?
You're finally here. Remember me?
What the fuck?
It's a crazy story. After you disappeared, Charon appeared and told us she was returning us to the world. Even gave us some coins to help us start our lives over. Only, for some reason, she returned us to your world instead of ours. Anyway, I know we only ever had that one conversation, and I wasn't even sure if you'd remember me, but I wanted to say thanks for freeing us from the underworld and giving us a second chance at life.
Oh, what the fuck? You're a quitter. Well.
Oh, I used Charon's gift to buy a farm in Umbria. Got a villa on it too, with enough room for Dooley, of course. It's hard work, but I sleep soundly every night. I'm finally my own man, and I wouldn't change it for the world.
Fucking cool, dude.
I know! I can't believe my luck either. But we're engaged and living together. We're planning to get married next spring. If you're gonna be around, we'd love to see you.
Oh hell yeah, I would love to go. Yeah, it was good to see you again.
There's a whole museum full of people waiting for a chance to thank you, so you better keep moving. We'll speak again soon, my friend.
Oh, hello.
Oh fuck, Dooley.
Hello. I'm Dooley. Galerius said you're very nice and a big helper.
Holy
Thank you
shit.
for getting us out of the bad place. I didn't like it. Treasure? Oh, I forgot about that. I like my box now. Galerius got me a box that tells stories. It's my favourite thing. Yeah.
Story
they're
boxes.
fun.
You're doing yourself.
I live at Galerius and Equitia's house. They
Cool.
look after me now and help me remember when I forget things. like brushing my teeth.
They are a very, very sweet couple. You are very lucky.
Bye-bye.
Alright, bye.
There he is.
Oh shit, I quit.
You're here.
Got a fucking
It's
fashion.
lovely to find. So, you're the hero who somehow vanquished the last of the Roman gods. As I'm a priestess, you realize you've put me out of work. I'm
Yeah.
just teasing. Actually, and it still feels a little sacrilegious to say this, I'm finding life after religion quite enjoyable.
Well, it's still religion, whatever. How you doing these
Hilarious
days?
and I are engaged and expecting.
Oh shit.
We've just bought a lovely villa in the countryside, with room for a large family, and Dooley too, of course. It feels like the world has
fuck
just
is going on?
opened
What
up
the
for
fuck?
us. There's so much to learn, and so many more possibilities for our
God,
children
I wish I had
than
my
we
fucking
ever
webcam.
imagined. We're just so thankful for what you did for us, for all of us.
How's
Oh,
Livia?
it's sweet of you to ask. She recovered nicely. In fact, she's here somewhere.
This is
if
fucking
you'd like to ask her
crazy.
yourself.
I'll do that. It was good to see you.
See you at the wedding, I hope.
Oh yeah, now it's in the thing. Everyone's here. Horatius, you're a fucking armyman. Oh, I mean, it's to
Hi
be
there,
expected.
I'm Horatius. I understand we have you to thank for giving us a second chance at life, and reuniting Scintilla with us as well. So, thank you. I'm living up north and studying in the military academy in Modena. I'm going to be an officer one
Well,
day.
everyone's
The
Italian,
world's
I
changed
guess.
a lot. But some things stay the same. Would you believe we're still studying military tactics from my time? Alexander the Great, Caesar, Hannibal Barca.
Yeah, I know, it's
Still,
crazy.
I have to keep challenging myself to let go of old ways of thinking and embrace the new. As Seneca wrote, the ones who pioneered our paths aren't our masters, but our guides.
Oh shit. Well, I'm sorry you never got to see your goal. I'm 100% certain there is like a perfect playthrough you can go through, like in just 2 loops or like 1. You can like fucking up.
Ah, you remembered that. Thank you. I grieved for a time, but that's done. In the words of Epictetus, as those who rode behind triumphant generals remind them they are mortal, remind yourself your precious one isn't one of your possessions, but something given for now, not forever.
I'm glad you're coping.
Thanks.
Whatever to your buddy Domitius.
He's not my... Oh, I see what you did there. Good one. He had more trouble adapting than most. He got himself disqualified from the UFC.
I was about to say, but
So he
yeah.
started some kind of underground blood sport tournament, like we had in Rome.
Cool.
Suppose it appealed to people's baser instincts. And they say he made some good coin, killing a bunch of men like that.
Hey,
But
that's
his
how
luck
he
finally
does.
ran out, and his life along with it.
Oh. Well, that's sad.
You know what they say. Live by the sword, die by the sword.
That's a shame.
Perhaps.
It was good to see
And
you.
Farewell.
Oh my god, everyone's fucking here. Everyone's here! Holy shit! So fucking pumped up. Let's talk with
Hey.
Cynthia next.
I take it you're the Oracle. Thanks for coming.
Good to see you
Actually,
again.
I changed my name to Cynthia. I didn't want to be associated with Sentius after what
Well,
happened.
I'm sure there's like
I'm not sure if
historical
you heard, but
descriptions
after
of
you
that.
drove Pluto off, Proserpina emerged from the Great Temple.
Holy
She
shit,
knew
really?
right away what none of us had figured out about that psychopath. He'd been keeping my little sister locked up in the upper cistern all that time.
I'm glad you know.
But he's been dealt with. He's... you know what? The important thing is, we'll never see him again.
What happened to... Nah, you already told me.
Anything I want. I'm a woman of means in a vast new world. I can go wherever and do whatever I please. Of course, I mostly just stay in my villa and have my servant Alexa summon things for me, because it's just awful out there. Barbarians
Oh,
everywhere.
Alex, servant. Okay. Well, it's good to
You
see you
too.
again.
See you around.
So many people. Alright. next up, Temple of Apollo.
You are here.
Yes.
It's nice to finally meet you.
Hey,
Lucy is fine.
Lucretia.
I'm making an effort to blend in, as you can see. We are all trying to keep a low profile. If the world knew we died 2,000 years ago and were suddenly brought back to life 12 months ago, they'd never leave us alone.
It's like
Speaking of which,
it's like the Marvel
I wanted
movie,
to say
The
thank you in
Eternals.
person. I'd say the gods smile on you, but I hear you drove the last of them off.
Yeah, I did.
So,
what are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm studying to get into medical school. As much as I resented the responsibility of keeping everyone in the city alive, when it ended, I realized I missed it. So I guess I'll just keep saving the world, if begrudgingly, one patient at a time.
Where's Julia?
She didn't make it. She died from poison.
Yeah, that's
while
what
we
I'm
were in
saying.
the Great
There has to
Temple.
be a perfect playthrough. I have
It
to
was
go
very
back.
sad. She was a good woman and a friend. It wasn't your fault. Decius is to blame. He's here somewhere too. Not that anyone would talk to him. I'm not even sure how he got invited.
I'm sure. He's
You
just
too.
like fucking found
Don't
out
be a
about it.
stranger.
Oh, all right. Next up, let's see what's on the. Oh, Georgie.
Greetings.
You are
You
wearing
must be the
exactly
legendary
what I
oracle.
think you would wear
It
in a
is
modern
sincere
setting.
privilege to finally make your acquaintance. I am Georgius.
Good to see you,
I am
Georgius.
told we have you to thank for freeing us from Hades.
Yep.
And for that, I am most grateful.
What are you doing
I
yourself
am
these days?
reacquainting myself with Greece. It has changed so much over the last 2,000 years, I barely recognize
Yeah.
it. This is at once heartbreaking and thrilling. Perhaps one day, once I have seen all of this new Greece and sampled her delights, I will settle down in Santorini in a villa overlooking the Azure Aegean Sea.
Everyone's
I
looking
hope
out
you
for a
will join
villa.
me there
You
and
know what? I
regale
should
me with the
fucking
story of
save
how
up
you
for a
faced
villa in
off
Italy.
against the fearsome god of the underworld and won.
Consider me there. What happened to Fabia? Oh,
the
shit.
poor sweet thing perished in a shrine collapse before the rest of us were saved. It is the one regret I have in all this. You too, my friend.
Oh shit, the Hermit Philosopher, you here too?
I take it you're the
Holy
oracle
shit.
everybody's talking about. It's a pleasure to finally meet you. We have... I'm sorry, I don't remember. In any case, I'm Philip.
Oh,
I never thought I'd leave that cave, let alone the city. And now I'm living in the 21st century. What a time
This is
to be
just...
alive.
Oh
And
my
it
god.
seems I have your
I love
catabasis
this
to
ending.
thank for
You know what? This game, fucking 8 out of 10. You know? I was like, oh, you know, this is like 7 out of 10. Like, it's so janky. I don't know what... But, like, this ending, like, makes it, like, a great game. What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm working as a consultant to the Faculty of Classics at Cambridge University, helping fill the odd gap in their knowledge.
Oh, hell yeah.
Not that I need the money, but I do love being around enlightened minds.
Alright,
again.
Professor X. Slow down. It's good to see
My
you, though.
sincere thanks once again.
Oh, shit. Ah! Alright, let's talk to Octavia.
You're here! It's so lovely to see you again.
Nice to see you.
I'm thankful that you're here. I was sure the person who drove off the last pagan god would have more important things to do than visit the likes of us. But thank you for coming and for saving our lives. What you did was extraordinary, and I'll never
Shucks,
forget
don't
it.
worry about it. What are you doing with yourself these days?
I'm living in Rome again, in a charming little flat by the Tiber. Not far from my old place. Oh, and I'm training to be a crisis counselor. After we lost Ulpius, I spent a lot of time reflecting on what I could have done differently.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't shake the feeling that if I'd just found the right words, he'd still be with us today. In the end, I decided to devote the rest of my life to helping others like him.
Sounds like a noble cause.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Good to see you.
And you. Oh, and I hope this isn't too forward, but some of us are going out for a drink after this.
Oh, hell yeah! Hell fucking
Like
yeah!
to join us?
Sounds good.
Wonderful.
I'm fucking in. I'm
I'll
all
see
in.
you soon.
Good evening.
Oh, hello, Olivia.
Greetings. Thank you for your kind words and for liberating us all. In all the time I was in the underworld, I never once imagined that I might end up in a place so much like Elysium.
Hello there.
What are you doing?
I'm recovering. Octavia was kind enough to let me stay with her for a while, at least until I'm well enough to be independent again. She still talks wistfully of you.
Wow, really? Cool. Reading good poems.
Ah, you remember that. I'm a little tired of Ovid, but that's all right. I have 2,000 years worth of poetry
like
to
fucking
catch up on
Shakespeare?
now.
Dude.
I'm already up to the 19th century, and am quite enjoying the work of a fellow named Poe.
A fellow named Poe.
I think I may have found a kindred spirit.
Oh god.
Men have called me mad, but the question
No,
is not yet settled
please.
whether madness is or is not the loftiest intelligence.
Well said. Good to see you again.
And you. Farewell, friend.
Alright, let's talk to you.
Some soiree, innit?
Innit?
Oh, hello at last. You must be the oracle I've heard so much about. I'm Dacius.
Hi, Dacius.
Listen, I wanted to express my sincere appreciation for what you did. If it wasn't for you, I'd never been able to sell all those useless old relics I accumulated. Whatever you did in that temple made me a very wealthy man. Thank you.
Oh god. It was entirely unintended.
Such a acerbic wit. I love it.
What are you doing these
I
days?
took the money I made from selling my trinkets and started investing in the stock market. That's where the real money is now. In fact, I was hoping to ask your advice, you being the oracle and future seer and all that, on which stocks I should invest in next. I can't decide between fossil fuels, tobacco, gambling and arms. What would you recommend?
I wouldn't help you.
Oh, don't be like that. You can tell your old pal Dacius. I won't take no for an answer.
Print media, definitely.
Oh, of course, yeah. I was just thinking the same thing. I'll go home and buy up as much stock as I can tonight. I'm gonna make a bloody fortune.
I'll be going.
Of course, don't let me keep you. Thanks again for the tips,
I
my
love
friend.
this dude. Goddamn fucking idiot. Woo! Oh shit! Bosh!
It is an honor to finally meet you, Oracle.
I see your fashion sense has stood the test of time.
You know my name?
Of course,
oh,
of course.
Of course. You are an oracle. You know many things.
I'm just gonna
I
legally
too would
change
like
my
to
name to
offer
Oracle.
my thanks for releasing us from that place, and for your role in bringing us here. This world is truly wondrous.
What are you doing with
For
yourself?
a time, I returned to Alexandria, but they have no need of another fisherman, and I came to see there is nothing for me there. Instead, I have decided to follow the custom of your youths and backpack
Oh, fellow
the world.
traveler.
It is a great adventure, and I have met many people.
Make
from
sure you
many
stop by
cultures.
Malaysia.
I spent the first 25 years of my life avoiding the 42 sins that would deny me access to the afterlife. Now, I think it is time I had some fun.
Cool.
Indeed.
It's good to see you again.
Thank you, Oracle.
So nice. Virgil, let's talk with fucking
there.
Centillia. Hi, Centillia.
Oh, I go by Gabriella now. I didn't want to be reminded of that monster every time I heard my own name.
Okay.
After
Gabriella.
I drove Pluto
boom.
off, Proserpina came and released me, and that monster got what was coming to him.
Sounds like you got what you
Mhm.
deserve. What are you doing yourself these
I'm
days?
living by myself on a little vineyard in Umbria. It's something Ulpius and I
Yeah,
used to talk
about
about
that.
doing when we got
Ooh.
out. And I thought that's what he would have wanted. But it's been hard. I don't know what I'm doing. And it's just not the same without him.
Yeah.
Mostly it just reminds me he's gone.
Sorry to hear that.
Oh, it's hardly your fault. I'll be alright. In time.
How long has it been? It's good to see you, Gabriella.
You too.
And Virgil.
It's so nice to finally meet you. I've heard so much about you.
How is life for you?
I wanted to thank you personally for getting us out of there.
Yeah, I wonder, like, what are you doing yourself?
I'm studying to be an architect again and living in a beautiful flat in Rotterdam.
Rotterdam?
Just down the river from Nijmegen, where I grew up. Of course, it's improved immensely since I was there last. Gleaming futuristic buildings and clean streets full of educated, accepting
Yeah, that's
people.
what I love to
You
hear, buddy.
natives of the 21st century have no idea how fortunate you are.
It's good to see you again.
You too. If you're ever in the Netherlands,
Fuck
I'd be
yeah,
happy to
dude.
show you
Fuck
around.
yeah.
It's the least I could do.
I may just take you up on that. Thanks, Bridget. Let's say thanks. Fuck it, dude. This is awesome. Holy shit. Carving. Like, this is fucking huge. Oh, it's nighttime. Didn't notice. Diminish yourself, yeah. Ah, cool. This is so fucking awesome. Right. Wow, this is a thing. You can walk.
There you are. I hope you enjoyed that. Now, there's one more person I wanted to introduce you to. I think you know her.
Sorry if I frightened you. Just a little joke I've been saving for a long, long time.
I recognize that
Allow me
voice.
to introduce myself properly. I am Proserpina, former goddess of the cycle of life and renewal, and now a regular mortal.
A
I
very,
wanted to meet you in person.
very cool
and thank
fucking
you for
sweater.
freeing all these people.
Dress.
And me. I hate to think what would have happened to us without your intervention.
You created time?
I did. I may have given up my immortality, but I still retain my gifts as the goddess of
I
the
see how
cycle
that
of
works.
life and renewal.
Okay.
After witnessing Pluto punish countless poor souls over thousands of years, I knew this generation, the final wave, would not survive. So I tried to give them a way to buy more time. A second chance. Rather, as many second chances as they needed to avoid his wrath. So I whispered to Sentius in secret, telling him the prayer required to create a portal in my shrine. I knew the danger of humans being corrupted by godly power, and so I put a safeguard in place. I required the creator of the portal to sacrifice their own life, so that it could only be used selflessly, to help others. What I did not anticipate is that Sentius would retain his accumulated memories from each previous day, and as a veteran soldier he had long since shed his fear of death. He quickly discovered that he could, in effect, prolong his own life indefinitely by exploiting the cycle.
That's
Of course,
definitely fun.
once I had taught him the prayer, I could not unteach him. And there was little I could do but wait for someone like you to come along and see him for what he was. We were all fortunate you came along when you did. Indeed. Suffice it to say that while Pluto was controlling the eyes and ears of each golden statue, I was able to control their tongues and whisper to you when he was distracted. I am sorry my messages were so cryptic. There were only ever brief windows in which I could speak to you without being detected.
You did what you could. What became
I
of
don't know
Pluto?
what happened to him. I haven't heard from him, and I rather hope it stays that way.
What would come of Carrot?
Oh, she inherited dominion over the underworld. Last time we spoke, she was working on a new world of some kind.
Oh, that's scary.
She wouldn't say what it was, but I'd be surprised if you don't run into her again. I imagine we all will, one day.
It's nice meeting you.
And you, although it feels like I've known you forever. Oh, and one last thing. Do you remember all those golden statues?
No way,
scattered
dude.
throughout the
Really?
city?
You're down there? Of course.
Good, because they remember you. Well done, my friend.
Whoa!
Of all the heroes
Holy
who ever
fuck.
journeyed to the underworld in return, none came close to achieving what you did. Hercules, Orpheus, Theseus, and Aeneas would be proud.
That's me! The canon ending! Oh my god. That was fucking amazing. That was like the greatest ending I could have made. No, it's not the perfect ending. You know, I could have saved a lot of lives. But this is still a great ending. I think this is the best ending in my opinion. Because what is an ending, you know? If it's all like tied up neatly, I feel like you need a little bit of regret. You know what I'm saying?